It's just Sing Along Tuesday.
You have to sing it how we know you are.
Yeah. All right, dudes. Roses are synonymous with Valentine's Day, but did you know instead of giving them to your loved ones, you can feed them to them?
I had no idea. Well, roses are actually edible and have medicinal purposes.
That's right. And here with Roses and Love Potions is herbalist Sara Chana. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you
Welcome
again.
back.
Yes.
So, Sara, tell us, why have roses become so popular?
Well, you know, when I was younger, I thought it was a little sappy. Everyone was giving roses, and I was a little turned off to it. And then when I became an herbalist and I realized that they're phenomenal medicinally and they really help people, I started to understand why they became so popular. So they're great for colds and flus. You can take it in tea form, and then you can use it also for urinary tract infections. It's good for your body. And rose hips is very, very high in vitamin C. Rose hips has 60% more vitamin C than oranges, so I realized that's why roses became so popular, but it's specific for helping dispel sadness and depression.
Ooh, talk about that.
And I think that, you know, when you want someone to love you, you got to make sure they're in a good place emotionally. And, you know, you have one of those hard days, you get a ticket, flat tire, whatever's going on in your life, you drink a cup of rose tea. It helps lift your spirits in a really gentle way.
Which you brought some here. I'm sorry.
No, but, I mean, you mean the roses I go to the florist shop to buy, I can eat them, or do I have to get a special kind of rose?
Great question. So I have these out specifically because these are not the roses you want to eat.
Okay.
They're sprayed with
They're just the pretty
pesticides.
ones.
That's what I was thinking.
These are the ones you want to look at and smell. But if you get any kind of organic roses, which you can get them on the internet if you take a hike, these are organic roses. You're not going to eat these directly. We're going to make them into different things. But these are all edible. The flowers are edible. And then in the autumn, we've got the rose hips. So look, I want you to taste some of this. This is so delicious. This is rose jelly.
Okay.
Tell me, this is just the best. See how yum this is.
Do you want to try that?
So this
I guess
Try the side of it. Try the side of it.
you can spread this on
That is
toast.
delicious.
How delicious is that? You would never think.
How amazing is that?
It's really good.
Great
You can
taste.
taste the rose, though.
It does taste like
definitely
it does taste like a flower,
It's the
though.
aftertaste that tastes like the rose.
But it's really good for you. High in vitamin C, tons of antioxidants. I mean, look at these rose hips. They're just such a beautiful color red. They've got all those vitamins and nutrients that you need.
If I put this on my toast, will that help me fight my cold and the flu?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And it'll help you not feel sad. It'll just kind of lift your spirits a little bit. Here's a cup of tea, which is rose tea, if anybody would like to taste it.
I don't know if this is your cup of tea.
Cheers. So what about
Yum. Doesn't that taste beautiful?
You know, when I get
Oh my
depressed,
gosh, wait, is this sweetened at all?
I had a little bit of sweetener.
This
really
is
delicious.
awesome.
Yeah.
What about roses to fight wrinkles? If I just keep chugging this, is it going to
Well,
help?
it'll probably help internally, but you want to use the essential oil of roses. Now, one thing they're specifically good for is broken capillaries, if you've got a little bit of red on your face. So what you can do is you can take your nighttime moisturizer, the one you love, you add a couple drops of the rose essential oil, and you smear that into your face, and it's going to help you so much. You're going to feel so good in the morning.
I like that.
Excellent.
I like this
You
rose
can
tea.
also do rose water. A lot of people, after they exercise, when they start to perspire,
Is that refreshing?
it's refreshing. You just kind of spray your face with the rose water. I also use this for cold sores. This is the base.
Really?
My clients that get cold sores, I use rose water as a base.
So wait, you've already covered cold, flu, urinary tract infections, wrinkles,
Yes.
cold sores, depression, anxiety. I mean, this really is. I mean,
Breakfast.
breakfast.
Before you go to
Speaking
bed.
of, can you use roses in cooking?
Oh, absolutely. Well, you can use the rose petals in cooking. I would probably bake with them and put it in so you could see it. But rose hips are very interesting. You know, when you buy vitamin C now, it has rose hips in it. It's very hip and funky. Everybody's adding rose hips because it's got so many medicinal properties. But you can add these to soups. Like even if you're making a chicken soup, you can take some rose hips and throw it right in. Vegetable soup. If you're making chicken, it looks gorgeous. You can take the rose hips and put it all over the chicken. You'll get all that vitamin C, all that antioxidants right in the food that you're eating. How great is that?
What about the flavor that comes out? Do we get like a pretty strong rose flavor, or is
It's
it
kind
very
of like
subtle?
a citrusy, slight rose flavor, but think about it. You add wine all the time to different cooking.
Yeah.
So this is a winey, more type.
well, no more whining. What about love potions?
Love potions. Okay, so let's talk about that. So we have an herb called maca, which is also very popular. It's a root. And maca actually actually invigorates and it gives energy. So a lot of men and women all over the world take maca to build their strength and their energy. A really popular herb. This also helps with fertility, by the way. A lot of my fertility clients, it can really increase your ability to...
Here you go, John. Hold on to
there
that.
You go. Our topic of ED all morning long.
There's another herb called Damiana, and Damiana has been used for generations. It is an aphrodisiac. It brings joy to the heart, and it makes you feel calmer and better.
Yeah, joy to the heart in other places.
Having you here makes me feel calmer. Excellent. Sarah Chana, thank you so much.
So nice seeing you.
Thank you.
You know what else roses do?
Oh,
We knew he was up to something.
They let you show how much you care.
Thank you.
So my friends at FTD, yellow is for admiration, pink is admiration, yellow is friendship, but red is love.
These are beautiful.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yay.
There you go.
Hold on. I'd like to thank everyone who helped me. No. I'd like to thank my parents. These are beautiful. Thank you so much for sending them to us.
Yes.
FTD, thank you.
Well, and me
what
too.
An awesome surprise.
I had something to do with
Well,
it.
my
John, you did a
takeaway,
nice
our
delivery.
takeaway is that we have the best co-host ever.
We
Bingo.
do. Ever. And we're going to be right back tomorrow, guys. Coming up tomorrow, the Harlem Globetrotters welcome their first female player in 20 years, and so do we.
How
Looking
cool.
forward to
I've
this.
seen her. She's great.
And from her uncensored new book to her feud with Leanne Rimes, I cannot wait. Real Housewife Brandy Glanville shares it all live. And John, be ready to be mesmerized. She's tall and gorgeous.
Plus, I can't wait to see what they get me for Valentine's Day, too.
Maybe you'll have to wait.
Yes, maybe we have to get that today after the
Maybe we already did. Remember, and it's
Yeah,
awesome.
forgot about it.
Right.
So awesome. And
Thanks for joining us.
Somebody
We did have
send us
a
something to
great
give him.
time.
bye, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great
These are
day
beautiful.
today.
Thank you so much.
Are there places